Week 24, day number 5. Hello and welcome. This is Ben. Today we are going to do another vlog. It's going to be another long session, finding real estate opportunities to put into our my retirement account. I want those to cash flow, and I want them to be long-term properties that I put into my retirement account to generate retirement income. And today we are continuing to talk about my goal, which is to retire by age 50. I still have over a decade to go, but getting close. I never thought I would think that, but more or less helping most of you guys, if you are around 50 and you or you're past 50, this is really going to help you, because the approach that I'm taking and the approach that I've seen some of my friends take is you can invest and buy properties from your retirement account. That's the easiest way. Or even some life insurance accounts. You can take some of those funds to put into real estate. I've seen some friends do the insurance piece of it, which I'm getting more and more familiar with that, so that I can share some good strategies. I want to try it first and then share it with you, so you can kind of see how it works. But I need to make sure that I am practicing what I preach and doing what I'm telling you that I'm doing. So, but today we are pretty much focusing this whole week. We have been focusing on retiring at the age of 40, age of 50, both of which I'm, that's my target as well. And so I'm kind of showing you what I do and doing it from my retirement accounts, whether that's a 401k, a self-directed IRA, a solo account, all of these type of savings account, any type of retirement account. You can use it to go ahead and invest in real estate. So what I'm doing is I am utilizing my retirement accounts to do that, and then I'm showing you how to do that, and I'm also showing you how we go and find opportunities. Now, the second piece about finding opportunities, you don't have to do, but I do want you to kind of look through some of the calls I make, because I want you to see what it is that we do, so that whether you want to partner with me on some of those potential deals, or you can partner with somebody like me locally that will allow you to use your retirement account to invest in their deals. So those are wholesalers, real estate flippers, people like that constantly have deals coming up, and you can partner, you can JV with them on those deals, or you can buy those deals from them and put them inside your retirement account. But you need to make sure that you clear with the custodian and that type of stuff. This is very typically done by having a self-directed IRA, but you don't only have to have a self-directed IRA. So I recommend you speak to your trust custodian company. The most popular one is Equity Trust. I will in the future interview people, representatives from Equity Trust, from Advanta IRA, Kama Plan, UDirect, and all these different IRA companies. That's what they do for a living, is they make sure that you are protected and that you have the ability to invest your retirement account, your retirement funds from your retirement account into real estate. But not just real estate. from your retirement account, you can invest in private equity, which is a little bit of what we do, especially when we go into commercial real estate. You can have those opportunities. So this channel right here, it just pretty much shows you how we find the opportunities, and then we give you an opportunity to participate in those opportunities. So that's what I'm about to do. Primarily what I do is I go and I find deals that I don't have to qualify for financing, so I'm not really per se, going out there and just kind of raising a bunch of money. The way that I try to do that is, instead of qualifying through a bank to get a mortgage, I just ask the seller if they would give me a mortgage and allow me to make payments on that property. When I do that, I don't have to qualify for the mortgage, and I don't have to, have my credit pulled. None of that stuff. I don't have to show, bank history, residential history. I don't have to show any of that stuff, because, the seller just wants good terms, something that works for the seller. And then once we get that done, then we move on and we get a mortgage. And that's what they call a seller carryback, seller financing, subject to can be done that way. So all of that creative financing is really what I look for. But that's not to say that if we see a good deal, that we can buy below market, we're also going to participate in flips and in wholesaling, and also lease options. So we primarily, focus on cash flowing assets, but if we see those other deals, then we'll do them. There's no reason not to, especially if it's easy to do them. And we do this nationwide in every state. So if you are, in the United States, you can pretty much guarantee that we can do business together. So give me a like, subscribe, and let's get into the calls so we can see what kind of deals we can find today. Okay, so I've already got my CRM all logged into and pulled up. And so a CRM is a customer relationship management. And I have my own CRM. We built it. And we go through the CRM in order to keep track of the conversations that we have with all potential sellers. We keep track of documents. We keep track of pictures. We keep track of schedules, like when we are supposed to call. We keep track of everything. So it's just pretty much a filing cabinet, and each seller has their own folder, right? And so, but it's in a way that it's spread out, and I can see everything, different buckets of people that we've either spoken to or have already spoken to, another bucket of people who we had appointments with, another bucket of people who we made an offer to, another bucket of people who accepted the offer, another bucket of people who we transacted, and other people who said, you know what, never mind, I'm going to sell it or keep it or whatever. And then another pocket of just different things. We go through the CRM. And so today, as I have been doing for 2 or 3 weeks now, I am calling people who we have deemed as dead leads, because that mimics pretty much the cold calling process. But I'm able to give you a lot of value by seeing those properties. Cold calling, a lot of times we get the wrong numbers, so I don't want to waste time. I try not to do cold calling simply because that is what happens. I end up wasting a lot of time with wrong phone numbers and that type of stuff. So we do have an ISA that helps us, go through that initial phase of the marketing. And then once somebody is willing to sell and we have their accurate information, that comes to me, and then I start making these calls you're about to see. So let's get started here. For some of these, like this one has no address. For some of these, what I do is I just let it ring a couple times. Let it ring a couple times, and they don't pick up, move on. So this one does have an address. And so now what I do is I verify if they have sold the property. It looks like this one has not. If they had, I would just hang up and move on. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going through the notes here to see what conversation we've had with the prospect.
2, 6, 9, 8, 1, 6, 5, 3, 8, 4 is not available.
This seems like a good lead that we should try to reach again, but they didn't pick up. So again, the same process. This property sold, so I'm going to kill the call. And this is an automated dialer that I use, so it calls automatically. So now what I'm doing is I'm saying here, sold, making a note, and then moving on to the next. Okay, this property here looks like a vacant lot in North Carolina, so that's great. Let's see if it will pick up. No communication. Okay. Not picking up. So stick around, don't go anywhere, just kind of listen to the calls. If you want, you can fast forward until I do talk to somebody. But in between calls, I'm kind of giving you what I'm doing. So I advise you to stay, and kind of get the feel of it. You can go ahead and start doing this with me, and kind of making notes and stuff, what the things that I do, so that you can mimic what I am doing, and start finding properties that you can use to put inside your retirement account. I'd rather do this, you guys, than working somewhere and having my employer match my contributions. This is, in my opinion, a faster way to build retirement income. Okay, not available. So another property here in North Carolina. This one has been sold. Okay, so kill it. Come in here. Sold. Okay. This thing looks like needs a rehab. Jennifer.
Hi, you have reached Jennifer and David first. Sorry, I am unavailable right now. If you leave your name, number, and a brief message, I will get back to you.
No answer. Okay. Active. Okay. Active listing. Active listing 700. Okay. All right. Okay, this looks like an opportunity here. So as we move through the calls, we are analyzing deals in our head, kind of seeing the highest and best use for it.
Hello.
Hey, Dave, how are you? This is Ben. This is Ben. You had spoken to my assistant about your property there on Main Street. You had contacted us through our website. Oh, happens all the time. Picked up and hung up on me. Okay, so here we go. Offer sent, but something happened here. I'm reading the notes here. Okay, let's see here. Topeka, offer sent. Let's see here. I'm trying him back. Nope. No answer. Okay, move on to the next. Facebook marketing, okay.
The number you are calling is not accepting your call. Please hang up.
They have like a spam blocker or something. Cape Coral. Vacant lot in Florida. Let's see.
At the tone, please leave a message for.
Nothing. Move on. Okay, so typically I get at least one a day for an average of 5 to 6 a week. But some days I get like 2 or 3 a day. And then some days I get nothing. Today might be one of those times.
Please leave your message for.
Okay, Cape Coral again. Mr. Bernard.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 7 7.
Nothing. Okay. Let's see here. Another Cape Coral lot. We can either flip this property to a builder or we can build ourselves.
Hello?
Yes, Carmen, how are you? This is Ben.
I'm not.
Oh.
What are you calling about?
I was calling about the property there in Cape Coral.
Yeah, have you talked to him about it yet?
My assistant has spoken to him.
Okay. Do you have any update on it or what?
Well, I was trying to see if you guys were still trying to sell. We can close soon.
He wants 40,000 for it.
40,000. Okay.
Right.
Okay, so you won't take something like, let's say, like 27 or something, if it's cash.
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not. We've had higher offers than that.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's nice.
Much higher.
So you would do 40,000. Okay. Let me ask you this. If I were to give you 40,000, would you be able to help me with the financing?
No.
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 Maybe I can explain a little bit. I could just make payments. We can go ahead and do what we need to do, build a house.
We can't do that. We can't do that because 8 people own this property and it has to be divided up and they can't be waiting. We can't be paying payments to 8 people.
Oh, gotcha.
It was left to them from the parents and that's the way it has to go. It has to just be over and done with.
Are you their realtor?
No.
Okay. No problem. I'm just trying to understand.
Everybody put it in my husband's name to sell it. And then when we sell it, we have to divide it up 8 ways.
Oh, I understand. Okay. Well, sounds good. It's, if we can meet somewhere in the middle, I might be able to do something.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so they're not interested. So let's move on. Let's see here. $40K. Let's see here. So just make the notes. They want 40K. 8 people own it, but they put it into her husband's name. They want cash. I asked seller financing in a couple of ways and was denied. Okay. So I just make the notes in case somebody else comes through, they know what happened. So I can move on now to the next one. So we're pitching. That's the name of the game, is we're making verbal offers all day long. Eventually people do think about it, talk to somebody who might really consider it, and then we call them back to get the deal done. This one sold for 85 in Cape Coral. Wow. Cape Coral. Okay. Wisconsin. Okay. Oops, sold as well. Let's see here. Another Cape Coral property here. So we'll just make a few more calls here. Hopefully we can talk to at least somebody. And it's been only like 30 minutes. Most of the time I call for hours and hours and hours, and I do get people. I don't call for 8 hours straight. If I did, would probably get me 1 per hour.
Hello?
Yes, hello. Yeah, I was looking for Rico.
No, this is a wrong number. I just recently got this number.
Oh, you did? Okay, I apologize about that. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Wrong number. She recently got this number. Okay. That leads, okay. Sold, okay. Slim pickings today. It's sold as well. So yeah, if I was calling 8 hours a day, I'd probably get about minimum 5 to 8 leads every single day. That is because of experience that I've had. Just being on the phone. Yes, hello, Matthew. How are you? This is Ben. Oh, doing good. I was just calling you back about your property there on Dallas, Cherryville Highway. And yeah, I see it on the market. We had been talking about it for a little while. You spoke to my assistant a couple times, and wanted to see if there was something we can do to see if we can get it off your hands.
I mean, I'd be happy for you to take it off my hands at the right price.
Sure. Are you living in the property?
No.
Okay, so Is it a rental or is it vacant?
Right now it's vacant.
Right now it's vacant. Okay. Okay, so that helps. I apologize for the personal question there, but I just wanted to get the situation to see what we can do.
Sure.
If let's see, what's you got it listed there for 279.9. I wanted to see if you had some room there to kind of negotiate.
A little bit.
Okay. Let me see. And when you say a little bit, are we talking within the 270 range, or are we talking below that?
I mean, I'd really like to keep it in the 270 range, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, it just depends. And I'll be honest, I had another realtor do evaluation on it yesterday for me.
Okay.
For the local market, because I've been seeing houses that are smaller than mine selling for 290, 300,000 in town, and I'm like, I'm asking 280 for mine. What's going on here? And so I had a valuation done. And she actually recommended that I raise the price back up to 300,000. But right now, I'm just trying to get rid of the house. And after we talked, I've had 14 showings in the last 2 weeks. I've got a couple more lined up over the next few days. I mean, I'm either going to sell it conventionally, or if somebody wants to make me a reasonable offer where, this is let's do it, let's sign paperwork, let's get it closed. I mean, I'm not unwilling to wheel and deal, but, certainly I'm either ready to get it under contract, or, I mean, I may even raise the price back on the house. Depending on how the market shifts, because interest rates are coming back down, and I think that's what's driving a lot of interest in my town right now.
Gotcha.
Because I'm in a market that there's hardly any inventory.
Yeah. I'm looking at the map right now, and that is absolutely true.
Yeah, and Charlotte's a hot market right now. I mean, I'm not that far out. I used to actually have an office in downtown Charlotte, and it was less than a 30-minute commute to the middle of downtown Charlotte, because my office is right down from the NASCAR Hall of Fame. And I mean, where I'm at is a perfect balance, being out away from the city, but close enough for somebody to be able to work and live and come in and out of town.
Yeah. So it would. How long does it take to get to Charlotte?
20, 25 minutes. I can be at the airport. If there's no traffic, I can be at the airport 15 minutes. If there's some traffic, it's 20, 25.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, when
just like here, I live in Orlando now, so it's about the same.
Oh, gotcha. So you live in Orlando. Is that why you're trying to sell the house?
That's correct. I actually live in Celebration, if you want to be specific about it.
Yeah.
So
Celebration.
I feel like my commute to the airport here at MCO is about the same as it was for where I live to go to Charlotte Airport.
Sure. No, I get it. Yeah, I'm actually right now. I'm in Florida as well. I'm down the turnpike, just south of West Palm Beach. So I understand. Okay. So this was your house, I assume, and you moved out, and then you moved down to Florida. Is that kind of how I figured?
Yeah, that's correct. I lived there. I bought the house in 2006 and lived there on and on. I mean, I lived there permanently until a couple of years ago, and then I got a vacation condo down here in Celebration, and then my fiance got a job down here in Osceola County.
Yeah.
And we decided to move permanently 6 months ago.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well,
what I wound up doing was right after we moved out, we put in some extensive renovation to that house. And so now I'm just trying to sell it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. What did you do? Did you work on the did you renovate the whole thing, or how did that work?
I renovated the majority of it. I mean, we put in new flooring, we painted inside and out. It also had we redid the bathrooms. It also recently had a new roof and new HVAC system put in, or
Okay.
heat pump, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, we what I did was I put it out for sale during the summer of last year, and I had people come through and give me a bunch of feedback. And so I took it off the market and I addressed every bit of the feedback people had, everything that said, well, that's how it is.
Yeah.
You know, this we're done, or this we're fixed, or this was, you know, so it's like, okay, well, let's just go ahead and address all these issues. And then that way, when I put it back on the market, and I'll be honest, not all the showings I'm having right now. And I've had, unfortunately, I had 2 bids going in the weekend before last, and it just didn't work out. But no one is providing me feedback that they don't like the property or the house or anything like that. If I'm getting any, if you would call it negative feedback, it's about, you know, they don't like the location, or it's on a main road coming in and out of Cherville. So I've had a couple people say they have concerns about it being on that road instead of in a neighborhood. But to be honest with you, it's right at an acre lot, and that's a rural enough town. There's not a lot of traffic coming in and out. For us, it's never been an issue.
Yeah, for sure. It sounds like me. I would like that.
Everybody's opinion's different. As a matter of fact, there's no HOA with it. I had somebody tell me they didn't like it because it wasn't part of an HOA, and I'm like, you're a little bit on the crazy side.
Sure.
I like not having.
That's right. I know that. Who wants that? Are you kidding me?
I know. I mean, I'm dead serious. Somebody told me they didn't like that it wasn't part of an HOA neighborhood.
Wow.
And I'm like, man,
wow.
You just don't know what you're missing.
That's right. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, so let me ask you a little bit of a question here, because I might be able to I know most of the people will want to probably that can give you cash will probably want to give you very low. I think that's what we did before. I think we offered you 200,000, and you declined at the time.
Possibly take that.
Yeah, and you declined. So I was just calling. I was just thinking about it and see what we could do. Let me ask you. You do still make mortgage payments on that house, correct?
I do.
Okay. I pulled up the paperwork from the county before I called you. I was looking. I think I have it here. I think you might have gotten it. I'm not for certain, so I'm just kind of just talking from what I just see here online. So you probably got it in 2008, and you still, I think you might have had a 30-year mortgage. So that puts you at what is that, 2038 before you pay it off. Am I correct on all that?
So yeah, I mean, I refinanced in 2008. I bought the house in 2006.
Oh, gotcha.
And I had a 3-year arm. So I refinanced in 2008. And then, yeah, I think March of 2038, the payout on it.
Do you know what you owe on it still? 85,000. Okay. So and I have a point to do this. I appreciate you being open to discussing it with me. So if you owe 85, and let's say you want to sell for 280, let's just call it 280. So then you pretty much, after closing costs or whatever, you want to walk away with about 200K.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
Okay.
but and I don't want to waste your time because I feel like what you're going to propose to me next is some type of seller financing. I'm going to tell you, and just being bluntly honest of where I'm at.
Sure.
What we're trying to do is sell that house outright so that we can buy another one here in Osceola County. And I intend to, obviously that house in a proper sale of it would get paid off, and then I would intend to take, hopefully close to a couple $100,000 and pay off the rest of my debt.
Gotcha.
And then I'm going to maximize what I want to buy down here. And see, we're looking to buy a house $600,000-$700,000. So I'm going to need every penny of what I can get out of it to be able to afford to get into what I want. And I don't want to be caught up with the bank going, well, you still have this other property over here either.
Gotcha.
Even if it got paid outright, I'm going to need the proceeds of it to do what I need to do.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to make a cash sale on it, just to be clear.
Yeah, I mean, there are ways that we can do that. So if let's say you want it to be cashed out, because what I'm thinking, and I know what you're saying, but we have done some seller finance deals to where you actually walk away with the equity, and I know what you're saying about the loan being called. We can also minimize that part of it, that side of it. So if you're still open to that, where you can still take every penny, at time of closing, right? Would you still consider a creative deal?
I just don't see how that's going to work.
Yeah, no. We pretty much come in and take over your position, and just cash you out. And the way we do it is we do it through a loan. So we would keep on this property 2 loans: the loan you currently have, and then we come in and attach another loan on top of it. And so and that second loan is going to be just to be able to cash you out. Does that make sense?
It does, but you're not going to find enough equity in that house to give me what I need.
And that's the main point there. If we can just kind of see what kind of equity you really just want to take home. Like if we said, okay, if you wanted to take home, $160K, would you do something like that?
See, I don't think that's enough.
You don't think that's enough? Okay.
And like where I said, if I sell it today for $280,000, then after my closing costs and after what I'd have in closing costs and paying off that loan, I'd walk away with about a little over $185,000.
185,000. Okay.
Yeah. And that's kind of where I want to be, is in that range, because that's going to allow me to pay off, the remainder of my other debt.
Yeah.
And still have some money to put down on a new house. And I mean, I have a significant income, so that's why I'm also, I need we want to upgrade from where we're at. My fiance's down here. I had to stop her from looking at $1 million homes. That's a little bit more than what I want. But we're gonna buy something pretty significant down here.
Good. Yeah.
And I mean, I've done financing before, so I kind of know how that works. And that's why I said I don't want to waste your time.
Sure.
I just don't see any way y'all can do that. And I'm worried about what the bank would say if that house is still showing with a mortgage. See, that's the thing. I'm trying to clear my balance sheet completely.
Yeah.
So when I go to take out a loan, I don't want the bank to go, well, you still have an outstanding mortgage on another piece of property.
Yeah.
Whether I can show them paperwork that you guys assume that or not, I'm afraid that may hurt my buying power.
Gotcha. Yeah, and those are valid, legitimate reasons to or objections to bring up, and I can certainly appreciate that. But let's do this. I mean, we don't have to agree to anything right now, as you know. And I've heard you. You know, the least friction that you have on your end, and just do a clean sale. Absolutely. You know, it's on the market. You know, and you have people interested. So of course, you know, you'll probably choose one of those buyers. I will say this: if it pans out that that's not going to work out, do let me know. Because at the 180,000, 185 that you said, we can do a range between 180 and 185 to make sure that you are cashed out. And as far as like the bank showing that you have another loan outstanding somewhere, we have done that plenty of times to where we deal with those issues quite effectively. So just keep me in the back of your pocket. My name is Ben. You know, we'll give it a few weeks. We'll see what happens. We'll see if it sells. If it sells, great. You know, congratulations. If it doesn't, just keep me as a backup offer.
All right, Ben. Well, I certainly will. I appreciate your time and your transparency to it and listening to mine.
Absolutely. No, I appreciate you. Sounds good. And you have a good day. Enjoy Florida, and hopefully you guys move into a nice house as well.
All right. Well, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Matthew. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye-bye. So that was a very, very cool phone call. I wanted it to be very detailed so that you guys can kind of see how that works, because it was a clean pitch of the strategy. He still is going to keep us in his back pocket in case he needs us. In case he can't sell, but this is a really good prospect. It's on the market, you know, it's been sitting there for a while. So he needs to get rid of it. He already moved. He has to sell it. He just has to sell it. He has no option. So I'll just make the notes here real quick. Property is on the market for 280,000, comma. I broke down all the numbers with him, period. He has a mortgage of about 85K. And after fees and everything else, if he sells for the price where he is at right now, he would walk away with about 185. So I said, let's work on the 85, on the 185. You want to walk with, and as long as you leave the other financing in place, we might be able to help you, period. He's going to think about it and get back to me if he doesn't sell through other people. But for now, okay, so yeah, that was a clean deal, a clean pitch. So let's see if Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Another property on the market. Rosemary, how are you? This is Ben.
Oh, fine.
Good, good, good. Good to hear. Go ahead.
Did you tell the house?
Yeah, I was calling about your house there on Elvern Drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Turn out.
yeah, I see that you have it on the market. In one.
Yeah, so you have to do with her.
Say again.
I said, so you can go through with her.
Oh, with the real estate agent? I think you're fading a little bit. Yeah, I got her name here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay.
Jeanette Thompson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got her name here and her phone number, the 983-7721. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. We can definitely do that. I got her information. So, but I still wanted to kind of call you and see if because you had spoken to my assistant, and I wanted to see if my assistant offered you 70,000. I wanted to see if you might just want to just be done with it and just take the 70,000 and get it sold.
You still have to go through Jeanette.
Okay.
Whatever you do, you still have to go through Jeanette. So there's no way around it. So
sounds
so
good.
you could just call her.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Just
All
wanted to clear with you. So would you be okay with the 70K? If you say yes, I'll go ahead and go through her.
I said no.
Oh, you
I
said
said go through her.
Gotcha.
I
Okay.
said no. Okay.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
good. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Bye-bye. And they will do that. She wants us to go through the realtor. Won't discuss anything with us. Okay, so, but we may have one guy, we may do it. Okay, so property sold here. The dialer started to dial. Let's see, kill it here. Okay, so we may have one potential one. So we're gonna probably have to come back today, later on, and make more phone calls to make sure that we're trying to get deals every single day. So hopefully, that last pitch with Matthew really helped you. That's kind of like what we do. We make sure that we find a way to cash out the seller's equity. This one is going to be skinny because I wish it was reversed. I wish he owed 185 and he wanted to take home 85,000. That would be ideal. That's kind of like what we want. So, but that's listen to that call. That's going to be fantastic. And see you next time on the next video. This on a playlist, so you can just allow it to go into the next video and see you there right now. Thanks.